Hey, what's up with it, guys? Welcome back to another video. This is going to be some arena gameplay. I do apologize how long it is taking me to get something like this out. I've just kind of gotten some new video editing software, trying to play around with it. So let me know in the comments below if you guys do like this format, if this is something that you guys are interested in the future, the way that I've kind of tried to spend some time doing this, because the format of how to do these is really what I was struggling with. Anyway, let's get into it here. You'll see my opener. I'm going to replay this clip because this one illustrates really straightforward, especially because I don't have to move or anything in that opener, what the burst is. You can see my trophy down in the bottom left hand side of the screen showing everything that I'm doing. We'll rewind this clip here, and the burst that you're basically doing is a hunter's mark into a double tap into a true shot, sniper shot, then into aim shot, which is going to be affected by that double tap. In this clip specifically, I scatter out of that to try and make sure that that mage doesn't, poly or do anything to interrupt, and then you finish off with a rapid fire and or arcane shots, however you kind of see fit given the situation. I usually am finishing off with rapid fire, that way if they try to LOS or do anything, I still am able to have that damage up time, and then the precise shot stack do last for a while, so if I'm able to disengage towards them or whatever I need to do to get back in range, and then consume those stacks, get those casts of arcane shot off to finish off any remaining health that they do have. However, you can see if you look on the top left, I do have the damage meters. The very top meter is damage done. So you can see kind of that, ratio wise how I'm doing in comparison to the other people in the arena to see really how much of the damage done in the opener is mine. And most of these games, a huge chunk of that, at least in the first 3, 4, 5 seconds, is done by me. So if you're able to get any kind of arena comp or play with any buddies that have any kind of similar burst in an opener fashion, the same way that Marksman does, I think it's going to be a really fun, devastating, class to be playing in arena if you play it well. You'll see here I try to position myself well. We end up actually also the BM Hunter stuns the DK off the opener there, but you can see, look how much of that damage done right there in the opener is me getting up to about 120,000 damage done right there off the bat in those first few casts, which is pretty amazing. So any other classes, I mean, even if you potentially ran double Marksman Hunters and did the same thing with, two guys, the only issue is you're gonna have some overlapping CC between your scatters and traps. Another thing you can look for or see here is I have a focus macro I have set up. So when you see my focus pop up kind of in the center of the screen, I have a focus scatter macro, I have a focus counter shot, focus kick macro. So a lot of times you'll see me cast that. So if you're seeing my target not change, but there is CC going out on the healer, for example, or on a caster, that's the way that I'm doing that in these clips. So here we open up on this warrior. Now my job on this one is I was really basically just trying to sit the priest as best I could. You see I just set him as my focus there. His plate is right there above, kind of in the center of the screen, up at the top center of the screen. And so I'm doing what I can to make sure I'm watching him. The other hunter trapped off of my scatter, so which is fine. So I basically still have my trap I can kind of use as a kick. I kick him right there, keeping my DPS. I trinket that fear, was hoping I could get that aim shot off, but he LOS'd me, and I was kind of banking on maybe he was going to run back in line of sight to get healed. I threw my trap there just to keep the priest kind of behind him. I tried to bursting shot the priest away there. I didn't do a very good job of that. I could have done a better job. I don't have my kick up here, but I go ahead and use my high mountain racial to knock the priest down. The warrior keeps LOSing, and we are able to finish him off right here. I do have my scatter shot back up, which I turn back to the priest. I did actually scatter him there right after we killed the warrior, but anyways, on this one we try to open up on the hunter. Now one thing that is worth mentioning, everyone's been running Hunter's Mark. I just made a video talking about having Hunter's Mark for this single burst rotation type opener. Hunter's Mark can be dispelled, I believe, by all healers. It's just a magic debuff. It has the like blue outline on the target when you look at the debuffs. So I do believe that healers can dispel this. It's not the end of the world, but it's something to be aware of. I do suggest maybe making a weak auras or something. You can see I do have a weak auras. You'll see a kind of a red arrow in the middle of my UI there, and that is telling me that the target I have selected does not have Hunter's Mark. But with this, I mean, I hadn't run this as of any of the previous patches, or in Legion I never ran Hunter's Mark in PvP, so it's a little bit of a new mechanic for me to get used to personally. But that is something worth mentioning, is being aware of all the ways it can be dispelled so that you know when you need to be reapplying it on the target. You can see there we were able to get some decent CC off on the healer there to finish off that hunter. Now again, in all of these games, we have no comms. So if you see overlapping CC or kind of badly coordinated burst, that's honestly is why. But I wanted to kind of show you guys some clips of the damage here. Now this is with a fire mage. Look how quickly we end up burning this pally down. Sniper shot into the double tap, aim shot into the rapid fire, and he's dead. So you can see both of us had a huge chunk of damage done right there in the opener. So I do think Fire Mage is going to be a decent combination or partner for us to run with in arenas. You do have overlapping CC, which is definitely not ideal, but if you guys do have some Fire Mage friends, grab a healer, and you guys will definitely be able to have some fun with that opener. It is pretty insane. Fire Mage burst is just so strong, and so is our burst, and you can do both of those classes can do that out of stealth. Now, I made a mistake here. I kind of cast a sniper shot. Luckily, this rogue didn't LOS me, which I was really worried about. So we were able to get a huge chunk of damage. He cast evasion at the last second there, so we're not able to finish him off. The paladin does actually bop him as well. He drops his bomb as well. They use everything to try and keep him alive right there. I end up having to sit this full hammer justice. I got dispelled right there before it had its full duration anyway. And then I'm sitting here, I'm ready to cast a kick here on the priest. I'm trying to disengage to get back over to the rogue. I totally mess up here. I accidentally hit the wrong angle and jumped off the edge. Almost cost us the game because that priest just came back up the stairs. Luckily that in-hand shaman was a beast and was able to get some damage off there. Now, this was with a DK. I also think DK could be a decent partner for us in arenas because I know there's some setups they can run where they do have some pretty decent on-demand burst. So it's definitely something worth trying. I honestly haven't seen too many DKs, so it's hard for me to really say, exactly what would work best. But look in this opener how much damage I end up doing to this priest right off the bat. You see we just finished our rapid fire channel right there. I got stunned partway through, but you can see we got 100,000 damage off in those first 3 casts between sniper shot, aim shot, and rapid fire. That's also with the rapid fire being interrupted partway through. So the priest live swap right there. We have to basically try and swap. We swap as well when they live swap. The second priest pops his dispersion, so we have to kind of try and burst through it. I kick the priest, the other priest that we are not on. I scatter him, and then we try and finish him off. I'm obviously standing in a poor spot, getting feared right there, and end up getting a kill, finishing him off here, and then we shortly after that end up finishing off the other priest. Hey, thanks so much for watching, guys. I do really appreciate it. Let me know, please let me know down in the comments below if you guys like this kind of format. This obviously does take me a little more time to edit and go through, do the voiceover, and really put this together. But I'm more than happy to do that if this is a format that you guys do like moving forward. So please let me know. I want to make content that you guys want to see. So if you guys could give me the thumbs up, let me know if this is what you guys want to see moving forward. I'd really appreciate it. But thanks so much, you guys, for watching. Hopefully you guys got something valuable out of this, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.